Hey everyone, I wanted to do some PvP with the new ELSA just to showcase a little bit of her kit. Real quick, let's go over what she does and everything about her. Then we'll hop into some matches. First of all, her leader skill, Blue Allies HP 40%. Pretty niche, but pretty solid if you ever do need it. 14k HP, pretty average. I think it's a little bit like on the average side for normal DPS, but I think for like a normal unit, like in general, is kind of low. Attack is pretty low for DPS as well. Defense is pretty low. Agility is insanely high. I think this is like this might be the fastest agility in the game at base. There's other units that have faster agility, in the battle, while having like a passive like Sword Saint where she doesn't have the highest agility, but once her passive activates in the start of the battle, she's obviously going to be the first character. So yeah, she's 158, but then as she gets into battle, she has an agility buff, which pretty much puts her way ahead of a lot of units. Yeah, so I think this might be the highest agility stat in the game. I could be wrong though. This is just off the top of my head. Then we have crit rate, which is 50%. That's pretty standard. Then crit damage 150 instead of the normal 120. So this is pretty nice. Then we have the debuff chance 20%, as well as the debuff resistance 35%. Both of these being the standard stat that most units come with. Physical attack for 600% power with a 100% chance to increase attack for 2 turns. This is a great basic to have, but not the best. I think I prefer defense down as a basic, like with Valentine's Day Rem. It comes very in handy with her kit. I think more or less it just works really well with Rem's kit. That's why I like it so much. But attack being on her basic really cucks this unit because again, you have to use this basic to get this buff. You could just have another buffer on your team, but like then what's the point of this attack even existing? Like, it's not really self-sufficient if you have to use this before you use your skill 2. But it is what it is. Like, it's not bad. Like, you'll probably still have this by the time your skill 2 comes back around. So it's cool. It just kind of sucks that you have to do this first, so then attack, or attack without this attack buff. So it is what it is. Let me just get some water here. Then passive when landing crit, reduce self-skill cooldown by 2 turns, and remove 2 random buffs from all enemies. So this was this wording was changed back. Like, I had found that this passive was actually AoE. So whenever you land a crit on an enemy, you have this, first of all, is probably what you're going to be critting on most of the time. And yeah, you can crit on your basic. But this hits twice. So you can potentially remove 4 random buffs from the entire enemy team. But you have to get really lucky. I've noticed, like, yes, it is indeed AoE, and yes, and you can indeed remove 4 buffs from everyone, but it's very, like, RNG. Like, sometimes I'll crit, and it just won't proc. So it says, like, when landing a crit, and then there's no percentage, so you would think that it's, like, 100% going to activate all the time, but it just doesn't proc for me. I've noticed that. Like, I've been testing her a lot, and sometimes it just doesn't proc, so it's really weird. Then when defeating an enemy, reduce all enemies' action gauge by 200%, which is insane. You're basically just letting your entire team take another lap over your enemy team, so that's pretty solid. Gain another turn to attack, does not stack, so I don't think you can gain another attack and then crit, or and then kill another enemy and then reduce. I think you might be able to reduce their action gauge again if you kill 2 enemies. But you can't get another attack after that. After your second attack, you're no longer able to get another attack. So I think that's what it refers to, because I'm pretty sure I've killed 2 enemies, and I've seen the action gauge get reduced twice. So I'm pretty sure this is stackable, but this isn't. Then the skill 2, physical attack single enemy with 800% power and heals 50% of the damage dealt. Pretty solid. It's not really needed too much because everything in this game just one-shots anyway, so I don't think you're going to be... It's going to be very rare that you're going to be, like, at either anywhere from, like, 0 to 100. You're either dead or you're not in this game, at least in PvP. I think this can really shine in PvE, but PvP not so much. Then we have 100% chance to increase defense and crit rate. Defense is, like, fine. It's like, sure. Crit rate is great. It just sucks that, like, this is basically V2 purple Elsa. You know, it's basically the same exact kit. You have attack buff on your basic, you have crit rate on your ultimate, and then you have a passive that is based on your crit. She just does it better in every way. Her stats are a little lacking, but actually in practice she hits pretty monsterly. Like this attack hits twice, and one hit of this can one-shot a Valrem. I've experienced, at least I've seen. If it crits, you don't even need the second hit. Basically, it's pretty wild. She does hit some. She hits pretty nasty. Then we have her bonus stats: HP, agility, and crit damage. 10, 10, 30. Then physical and wedding tags. She used to have the human tag, but if you know anything about anything, that was indeed wrong. It's unfortunate because it sets her off from, you know, having human memories or anything like that in the near future, or human teams, if that's ever a thing. But here's hoping that she's put on like maybe other categories. I guess you can kind of generalize her to a demi-human. I wouldn't want to put her on the actual category that she's actually on, because first of all, I don't want to spoil, but also like I don't think we've ever met another character like so far in the anime that's like her type, you know. So she's gonna be the only one on that team. So I would rather put her like demi-human or something. But yeah, let's actually get into some games here. We're in A+ right now. I haven't been caring about PvP too much. I'm surprised I'm even in A+. I just kind of been chilling, just doing whatever. This is my defense team. It's kind of whatever. I do want to do a gold showcase on her, so we're probably going to be doing like another video that's very similar to this in the near future when she's golded. I really want her memory gold, but I don't even have one copy of her memory, which is really unfortunate. So it is what it is. I'm using the other Elsa's memory because I do have that one gold. And I want to find some teams where I can showcase. Oh, he has her gold. Nice. I want to find some teams where I can showcase her removing buffs, but I also don't want to cook myself too hard because I know I can get rolled on pretty quick. So I'm going to try this team because Counter Cruise, you know, comes in with some buffs. I've also seen some teams where you use OG Rem, and you can action engage boost your entire team into going first, essentially. So I guess first we'll take out Valram here because she can ruin my team, and then we're probably gonna have to take out Felt. No passives. Yeah, Felt, and also she's type at disadvantage, so it's gonna look really nice with crits. I do believe that critting is somewhat based off of like your typing. If you have a better typing than the enemy you're attacking, you can actually crit. You have a more likely chance to crit. So here's our animation as well. You can see on the right side of the screen. Oh, that would have been sick if it lined up. Okay, so we removed all of the buffs from Krush, and then from Kid Ram as well. So we'll just go ahead and turn this off. All right, so we'll probably just okay, whatever. She hit some pretty solid numbers there. I believe she crit once there. I wasn't really paying attention too much. Let's see her damage on a. Actually, I kind of want to get her attack buff, but I don't know if Krush will survive that long. We'll just attack here. So AK, yeah. So she didn't crit at all. She was type disadvantage. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So she's pretty solid. I really have a lot of fun with this unit. If she can get going, she can really ruin the enemy team, especially in PvP, because you're just against the AI and they don't really know what they're doing. So let's fight this team. Hopefully this Valorant doesn't go first, or has debuff immunity. Alright, sick. Standard, and then we'll hit the Rem, one-shot her basically. Remove the buffs from everyone. She gets a second turn, and all the enemies, or except for Felix. So it looks like the action gauge reduction could possibly be RNG as well, like the removing the buffs. So we're probably gonna have to watch out for that. Ooh, that was a solid basic attack hit. I think she crit there, which is pretty solid. I don't think I need to ult here. Okay, never mind. I thought Sword Saint would kill there. We just attack you, I guess. Tight neutral. 20k. One was a crit, one wasn't. Then we got the action gauge reduction again, so Krush has yet to get a turn. So you can basically just permanently stun lock these enemies and just style on them, essentially. So Elsa's not the best unit, but I think she's really fun. I do enjoy using her in PvP. PvE, I haven't really played with her too much because there hasn't been any content that allows you to use her endgame wise that isn't auto. Like you can use her in the all-out war, which is fun, but you know, you're not gonna play as her because obviously it's an auto event. I do want to show you guys, I've actually been using her for all-out war as my bonus unit, or as my assist unit. She actually does have like almost, I think, 150 likes or something like that, obviously because she's boosted. I think we take out Leah here. Leah's really annoying as a unit. You don't want to get in her turn. Let's see how much she can do with this Mimi. Let's see if she can kill. Nah, no crits. I think Valram kills her easy, yeah. 22 basic, damn. Sword Sing about to show up Elsa. Basic, 5k, no crit. Type disadvantage. Overall, pretty solid. One thing I probably did wrong there. Again, you really want to kill with your Elsa. So, I think I basicked the Mimi when I had my S2 up, so you probably don't want to do that. Just make sure you're always killing with Elsa to really get her max potential, and try not to fight those type disadvantage battles, you know, like maybe look for another red unit to kill and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't get the stun off on Valram. It is very unfortunate when it happens, but sometimes it does, so I'm happy I got it there. Oh, she wasn't stunned. Good, she didn't attack Elsa. We'll kill up this Ram here. Maybe remove some buffs. I think we removed the invincibility buff. I don't think so. I don't know. Let's see if we can remove buffs here, because you can also remove them on the basic. Yeah, so we removed 2 buffs there. We removed the defense and then the agility up, I think, what it was. So even on the basic, if you crit, it's really nice that you can do that. And then remove, I was going to say we can remove 2 more buffs, but we just ended up killing 17k crit on the basic. So she had an attack up as well, I think. And use some more. I really want to showcase more. I guess we can do this one. Maybe they have some buffs at the beginning. I want to showcase her removing buffs because I think that's like her coolest aspect. Again, it could have just been like, you know, you remove all buffs instead of some buffs, you know, like a lot of other units, especially like this blue Anna here. She removes all buffs whenever she attacks, instead of just having a chance to, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, we don't get an opportunity like that here, but we'll go ahead and kill Ryan. Double crit, which is really nice. No crit there. When she doesn't crit, she's actually kind of pathetic, but I do actually want to showcase how I built her. I forgot to do that. Now that I'm doing this video, it's like a 1-for-1 for like a gold video, so I don't know if I'm gonna do the gold video. See, like that Anna, she just completely removes every single buff on my team. Both hits have a chance, I think, of removing all buffs, just like Elsa's, except you know, Elsa has 2 buff cap with each hit. Anna has a chance of removing every single one of your buffs with each hit. So yeah, I really think that Elsa could have just been that, and it would have been absolutely fine. She wouldn't have been insanely broken or anything. She just would have been a lot better. I think she would have been very, very good. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Real quick, let's showcase how I'm building her. She is fully skilled out. I wanted to wait and do that. I did the showcase before I fully skilled her out, but I wanted to wait so I can get that crit damage bonus. And it's very worth it because obviously whenever she crits, she hits very hard. So this is probably the optimal way you want to try and build her. I tried doing all speed here, and I just like didn't really like her DPS at all, and I felt like attack probably was better, and I think it is. Like running it feels really good. These are her natural stats at silver, and then with the plus stats. So obviously we have all speed here. 1, 2, and 5 should always be attack. I didn't get lucky and get attack, so I just kept the perfect crit damage. And then 4 and 3 is going to be your crit damage. If you want to know why, it's because you actually can't roll attack on those crit damage slots. So I think here it is, 3 and 4. You can only run crit damage here. You can also run crit rate, but I don't think it's very worth it at all. So the reason you want to run all of the attack here is because, you know, I've done some testing and I think attack scales better than crit damage. So if you have a crit damage based unit, you still want to probably build attack because it just does more DPS. And like if you're looking to do really good DPS, instead of running the ELSA memory that I'm running currently, you probably want to run even an attack memory. I just run it because it's gold, which gives me the agility buff. Like there's a chance of it giving me an agility buff, then plus it gives a lot of crit damage. I do have a gold attack memory, which was the Wilhelm one that I used bow into Krush and Subaru, which gives 30% attack. But if I'm gonna run an attack one, I want it specializing in like that unit type. Like humans gain like 31 or higher than 30% attack. Like I feel like 30% is just like the general, but like if there's a specialized one that gives me even more, then I'd probably run it. Like also Elsa's own memory is really good, like her crit rate plus agility. Then I forgot what it does at gold, but it's really good, and I just really wanted it, but unfortunately I don't have it. So it is what it is. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the showcase slash, I don't know, PvP video, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really bad at doing PvP videos, but it's really fun, and it's content. Like it's not me just sitting in front of a tweet explaining stuff. Like this is actually probably fun to watch for you guys. So I want to do more stuff like this in the future. So yep, without further ado, that's gonna do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.